Greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical. Hope you guys are doing good. If you don't like foul language, please leave the channel now. So, this will be a quick video. President Trump called me as he usually does and asked me for my advice regarding this whole Iranian shoot down of our drone, or I think it was a Global Hawk drone. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit of what I told him, and hopefully he does what I suggested. But look. Initially, I understood what Trump was doing. You know, Trump typically, when he says somebody made a big mistake, somebody's dishes are about to get broken. But then it sounded like he walked it back just a little bit or softened it when he said that. Maybe it was like some rogue missile operator or whatever made a mistake or a quick judgment. That doesn't really pan out because the Iranians' official statement was that the drone was in Iranian airspace, which I don't believe it was. For those of you that don't know, it's 12 nautical miles out from the shoreline of each country that after 12 miles, you're in international airspace and international waters. So, you know, Trump asked me, he said, "Hey, LMS, what would you do?" Actually, he called me Mike, but, you know, I didn't want to brag that we have that kind of relationship. And I said, "Look, Mr. President, look, you know the Koreans are watching. You know Russia's watching. Of course, China's watching. Everybody's watching. It doesn't even matter. They shouldn't have to be watching to dictate what comes next. But I'll put it to you this way. You know, because I told him, I said, Don, you mentioned that good thing there were no personnel on board the aircraft. And I said, look, Mr. President, I don't give a fuck if it was a DJI toy drone. If it had an American sticker or American flag or a military marking on it that said anything that even slightly resembled USA, then shit needs to get broken in massive quantities. You know, and he thought that made good sense. And he said, well, what would you do if you were in my shoes, Mike? And I said, look, man, if I was the president, I guarantee you, any Iranians that work remotely close to any missile batteries, whether mobile or otherwise, ought to be going home sick right about now, because there would be some fucking hellfire and fury coming toward them very quickly. Now, in all seriousness, what I would do is you knock down one of our toys, $180,000 or $180 million toy. I would righteously come up with a number. Whatever number, doesn't really matter, but make it a double-digit number at least. I'd go sink 10 ships. You know, all right, 5 ships. I'd sink 5 of their ships, and I would destroy 20 of their military aircraft on the ground or in the air or wherever I could find them. And then I would destroy 10 missile batteries. And then I would make a phone call and say, fuck with us again, and I'm going to double that number. And every time somebody farts north and the wind's going south and we smell an Iranian fart, that number doubles. And then that number doubles, and so forth and so on. We don't have to get tied up into a boots-on-the-ground war with these cockbiters. We have the technology, and we just need to start breaking shit from the air. Just knocking them the fuck down, making it hurt. You got to make it costly to fuck with us. Yeah? This is no time to be soft. These people were used to pallets of fucking money showing up under Obama and that fucking lughead Kerry over there giving away everything. Those days are over, cockbiters. There's a man in the White House right now. A real fucking man. And he's got a good advisor right here. So, Mr. President, I hope you're on the red phone right now launching fucking aircrafts, because payback's a bitch. And it's time for some payback. LMS Tactical, I'm out.